Muskegon is a town that's trying to reinvent itself, trying to make the best with the loss of manufacturing jobs. This is the Faurenthal Center. Used to be the Michigan Theater, and now it's a center of performing arts. This here I call it the Finger, but it's known as Muskegon Rising. And years ago this used to be a big, humongous shopping mall, and it failed, and they tore the thing down about 4 years ago. And so this is what is here now. This is the new downtown of Muskegon. Believe it or not, they wanted to tear this theater down during urban renewal. But thank goodness some preservationists caused it to be preserved. Now this is the Hagg Gallery. It's high-end furniture, and years ago it was known as the Years ago it was known as the Century Club, and this was where the aristocrats of Muskegon had a membership here, and it was an exclusive organization. Nobody could hardly get into it. And this is the Muskegon Savings Bank. I don't remember it ever being a bank. It was a doctor's office. I went there a couple of times to pay for my x-rays. And this is the Lumberman's Bank building, I think. And this is the Hackley Bank building. It's Muskegon's skyscraper. And this over here is the post office. Back in prior to 1970, I guess up to 1970, there was a large foundry here called Lakey Foundry, and it deposited a lot of soot and grime and smoke down in the area, and that canceled out the smell of the paper mill so you could breathe. But hundreds of jobs were over there. Lakey Foundry went bankrupt, raided the pension fund, and my uncle only got half of what he was entitled to because the greedy jackasses that owned Lakey Foundry took his money and spent it. And that's what greedy businessmen do. Selfish. As I said before, Muskegon has a quality of life that you really don't see. It's kind of a big town with a small town flavor, and this is just one of the many phases that Muskegon has gone through. And you know, we're always here. No matter what happens, we try to bounce back, regardless of what happens. And at one time, well, this is Western Avenue, and in the 60s they used to have Christmas decorations, all angels and everything going across here, and of course now you can't have angels because it's a violation of separation of church and state. It's an establishment of a religion. Bull. You know, grow up and gripe about something else. But this used to be stores all the way along through here. And then in 1970 they started urban renewal. And so for about 10 years there's a big mall here. And this is the inside, this was the inside of the mall, the main concourse over here. And then some things happened, and they built another mall out there south of Muskegon, and everybody went there. And so eventually the mall only had one tenant. And when they moved out, the mall sat vacant. But that's the way things go, I guess, in every life of a town, unless you're Detroit or Boston or New York or something like that. You know, Muskegon County is supposed to have a couple of battery plants coming in North Muskegon, and but the point of the matter is that's a couple years away, and people like me that have been screwed by the Republicans, we got no money. So what if they build it? It's gone. Everything you work for is gone because of the Republicans and politics, you know. That's sad. What can I say? Back before urban renewal in the 1970s, excuse me, there was a large hotel here. It was called the Occidental Hotel. It had a big ballroom. There's a lot of activities going here. And they tore it down to make a parking lot for the mall. But now they've built some things here, and this is part of the new downtown. This is Hackley School. It's now the Muskegon School District Board of Education. And because of the economic situation around here, they're doing cuts. The State Board of Education has booted some teachers out, made them retire early in order to save money. So these are the assets there, including the blonde walking down the street there. Sometimes the scenery gets pretty good. And of course we have a mass transit here. This is the Muskegon area transit system. They just put on an evening shift to accommodate people going to college. And so as I said, Muskegon's trying to come back. And with a little luck, hopefully it might. Okay, despite the really tough times around here in NAFTAVILLE, Muskegon, Michigan, there's a lot of good quality of life things around here. This is the Hackley Mansion and the Hume Mansion over here, and both of these gentlemen were lumber barons. It has several tourist attractions. So this is the Great Lakes Naval Memorial and Museum. This is the USS Silversides. It's one of the few World War II submarines still in existence. Every Memorial Day they actually start the Fairbanks Morse opposed piston engines in this. And this served in the Pacific. Now this is Lake Michigan, and it is 60 miles across, 420 feet long, 420 miles long. Sorry about that. And it has a depth from anywhere from 200 to about 1,200 feet deep. There's a park here and watch the sun, and